The Local Government Data Unit's 2015 National Intelligence event was titled Tackling Poverty, From Evidence to Action. You can view the main speaker's presentations in full on the Data Unit Wales website. Andrew Stevens of the Data Unit explained that poverty in Wales remains stubbornly high. The aim of the conference was to bring together key speakers and session leaders with a wide range of delegates from all over Wales to raise understanding and share good practice.
No one organisation is going to solve the problems that we have with poverty. So I'm really pleased today that we've got a wide range of organisations from the public, private and third sector with us, who hopefully together will come up with some solutions which will make a real difference after today's event.
The event was opened by Councillor Colin Mann, Vice Chair of the Local Government Data Unit Board, and the first of the morning speakers was Leslie Griffiths, the Welsh Government Minister for Communities and Tackling Poverty.
I have responsibility for the Child Poverty Strategy for Wales and also the Tackling Poverty Action Plan. And I cannot stress enough how important the use of evidence and data is, both to me as Minister and to my officials.
The Minister went on to highlight 3 examples where the use of data helped inform the Welsh Government's approach to tackling poverty: in Communities First, in the Youth Engagement and Progression Framework and in information sharing. Gerald Jones of Caerphilly County Borough Council talked about the use of data in defining and understanding poverty and about specific work local government is undertaking with a range of partners to tackle the problem.
At local authority level, we value the work of the data unit in supporting much of the work councils are taking forward, particularly in the context of the UK Government's welfare reform agenda and the Welsh Government's Tackling Poverty Action Plan.
Glyn Jones is the Welsh Government's Chief Statistician. His presentation was entitled Understanding Poverty, the Key Numbers.
So the figures from the Family Resources Survey show that overall poverty rates in Wales are currently 2 percentage points higher in Wales than the rest of the UK. So 23% of people in Wales live in relative income poverty.
Professor Steve Martin is Director of the Public Policy Institute for Wales. He outlined why the Institute was set up, what it does, and the work they're currently undertaking in the field of poverty.
At our launch a year before this event, the FM said that he had 3 aspirations for the PPIW. Firstly, to make the Welsh Government what he called a more intelligent and demanding customer for research and expert advice. Secondly, to make sure that ministerial decisions are based on the best available evidence. And thirdly, to improve the effectiveness not just of policy, but also of delivery in Wales. I think that's a brave agenda. I think it's the right agenda, and it sets us with a huge and demanding challenge to help to facilitate that process.
Professor Steve Fothergill went on to quantify the impact of the various welfare reforms on Wales, and specifically on the South Wales valleys.
The crucial building block that you've got to bring to bear is local benefit data by local authority and in some cases by ward, in order to trace through how those national policy changes are likely to impact on specific places.
Breakout sessions were on a range of topics: looking towards a UK without poverty, children in poverty, an issue for now, a legacy for the future, aligning national and local strategies, using data to make a difference locally in tackling poverty, developing an effective anti-poverty strategy at the local and regional level, and local procurement, part of the solution? The final speaker of the day was Alan Davis, Development Director at Airbus. He described how through the government-funded Open Innovation Programme it has been possible to show the potential of digitally modelling possible solutions to specific problems in the public or private sector. He described it as SimCity on steroids and gave an inspiring end to the day.
I advocate quite strongly that if you use the concept of a living laboratory to test and experiment and play around with data to generate solutions, you will come up with probably the right or close to the right solution for deployment into the live environment, rather than piloting a new roundabout on the Gabalva interchange. Right? Don't like piloting on the Gabalva interchange. That's not a great one for me. Right? You can do that on a computer, and that's what it's about. Plan it and do it and get a better result before you go live. You will, if you use that methodology, will have a digital conscience, and the scrutiny of spend within all our authorities in Wales will be so much easier, because we'll know why we spent money in the way we spent it, and we've got some comparators. It may have been a bit wacky, but I've enjoyed speaking to you. I'd be very happy to take questions, and I really, really ask you, just keep calm, use the data, haven't got it, go and get some. Thank you.